Thursday night training, and we've got Curtis Whyte opening the batting tonight for the coaching staff. Curtis, we opened the scoring away at Folkestone and then let them back in just before half time and conceded the winner at the start of the second half. Another defeat by the odd goal. What can we do to turn these into at least a draw?
Well, good evening. Firstly, I thought we dominated 30-35 minutes, played some good stuff and was very much ahead. And I think it was lack of concentration coming up to the half that caused us to concede. And then again, second half, they got momentum, and coming out in the second half, they started really quickly. And again, lack of concentration from us, and they got the second, and we just couldn't score back again after that. We've got to purely work on concentration for full 90 minutes. Even when it seems like we're ahead, we've got to concentrate. And also, we've got to convert the chances that we create, which we created quite a few and only took one.
That was going to be my follow-up there. Is it concentration when we're conceding, or is it not killing a game off when we're on top?
Well, I think if we take the chances that we create, it becomes easier to concentrate and defend properly. When they're still in the game, we still have to be fully concentrated, and single lapse, it could be half a second of a lapse, and in football half a second is a very, very long time, and a half a second in a lapse could cost us.
We're quite a young side, Curtis. Is that down to experience, or should the boys know at this level?
I don't want to make any excuses, but young teams would give you some inconsistencies, be it in the way they play, in concentration, in attitude, everything as a young player, because a fully experienced player knows that this has to happen and make sure it happens.
Yeah.
Where a young player might think, yeah, this needs to happen, but maybe I could do that. And so it's not an excuse, but it's reality that young players do lose.
Happens elsewhere as well, not just football.
Exactly. In life.
As a coach, Curtis, do you see enough of what you work on during training appearing in the matches?
I think because with the ball, I think we try to execute everything, and we see it in matches, what we want, how we want to move the ball quickly, etc., etc. I think it works quite well in matches. Defensively, and we've been defensively good in terms of conceding. I mean, I know we've conceded a few, but we've only conceded or lost by the odd goal in every match we've played, which says, and that's two goals maximum teams have been scoring, which says to me that defensively we're not probably getting tight enough, quick enough. We're not that aggressive. We're not, the intensity maybe not as it should be, and that's not all the time. Again, that's inconsistency. Sometimes we'll see it and it'll be fantastic, and that's when mostly we're on top of the game.
Something for us to look out for.
Yes.
Tuesday night, Curtis, there were run-outs for a lot of the squad against Great Wakering. A couple of the guys coming back from injury and getting minutes in their legs, but many of the boys playing for places. And on the face of it, despite the wind being a factor, there wasn't too much there to work with. Are you expecting changes from the manager?
Well, I'll be completely honest, it wasn't a good look on Tuesday night with that game we played. And from the squad that played that night, I'd say maybe 2-3 came out with credit as to putting in a good performance, putting in what we expect to see from these players. The others, not so much. Sometimes that could be due to not playing with certain players together. You're just thrown together and stuff like that, so you don't know your teammates, etc. But sometimes as well, it could be that we're just not on top of the game as we should be, and changes, I think, would be expected after that kind of performance.
Even when you haven't played together,
basic things should be.
It's an opportunity for somebody to take that by the scruff of the neck.
True, very true, very true. And I mean, we expected certain things from certain players in different positions once you're in that position, and we've tried to play players in positions that they favored, so we expect that you should understand offensively what should happen, defensively what should happen, and that didn't really happen too much, with the exception of 2 or 3 players.
And perhaps we should move on from that and look forward to Saturday.
Yes, definitely.
Haringey Borough this weekend, our A10 neighbours, without a win in the league this year though. How are we going to prepare to ensure that we're not their first scalp of the season?
Well, firstly, despite them not having a win yet, it is going to be a difficult game, because they're going to want to get that first win, as you talked about, and I think they're going to fight for every ball, everything. So we have to be prepared to match them or be better than them in the intensity of the game, the scrapping for the ball, etc., winning second balls, first balls, and then hopefully the things we work on, the tactical side of it, etc., would pull us through to get a win in that game.
Then we better let you get up onto the training ground.
That would be good. Yes. Thank you very much.
Get all those plans into action, Curtis. Thanks for your time.
No problem, Howard. Thank you.